This is a PSA. Well, actually, it's a podcast called PSA. Hosted by a man named Justin Jarzombek. Please, don't stop what you're doing, just listen. If you ever have to shit during the duration of his ramblings, please do not hesitate to listen as you do so. In addition, do not feel bad for the man you are about to listen to. Contrary to popular belief, he does not have a mental disorder, his brain just works like this. For he is painfully self-aware.
Okay, hello. And once again, I will never get over that bomb-ass intro, okay? Alright. Wowee kazowie. Something I've never said before in my entire life, but hey, I just said it right here on the podcast. Wowee kazowie. Episode, 4 of PSA? Wow, we're moving along. We're moving quite along. This is awesome. This is my favorite piece of content that I put out, is this podcast. Will it get me canceled one day eventually? Probs. Is this going to be a clip that they use when I do get canceled from this thing? Probs. But it's my favorite piece of content right now. It won't get me canceled. All I do is talk about my farts on this thing. I'm just messing around, okay? Okay. How we doing? I love how I ask that. And guess what? This is a podcast. This isn't stand-up, Justin. They can't clap. They can't woo. They can't say great. This is going to be a very comedian bit right now. This is going to sound like I'm a comedian. This is going to sound like I'm trying to be a comedian. But why does the immediate thing to say is, how you doing? And then you say, good, how are you? And they say, good. If you say anything else, it's frowned upon. I know a guy, I always say, how you doing? And he goes, excellent. He doesn't say, how are you? He just says, excellent. And you know what? It puts a little pep in my step. It really does. It puts a little bit of pep in my step, and it makes me feel good, because he's a positive guy. Now, this is also what I think of. I think, what if he kills himself tomorrow? That's literally every time he says it, I go, ooh, what if he kills himself tomorrow? Because he says excellent every single time, and I'm wondering if there's pain behind his eyes. But I don't know him well enough to ask if there's pain behind his eyes. I'm laughing because that's so true. Every time he says it, I go, uh-oh. I go, uh-oh. Hey, man, how you doing? Excellent. Uh-oh. The same as yesterday. I hope you actually are doing excellent, because you're cool. Oh, my God. Why does my brain immediately go to that? Couldn't tell you, but that's where we are. Podcast, baby. We're podcasting. We're podcasting. Okay? Hey, guess what? We're only 3 minutes in, and guess what I'm going to bring up? The gym. Because guess where I always see that guy? The gym. He works at the gym. He's great. He's a wonderful guy. He always asks me. I'm a certified personal trainer, by the way, which I haven't mentioned until episode 4. That actually took me a lot of time to not mention until episode 4. That took me a lot of mental energy. I'm a certified personal trainer, which I haven't even really put to use yet. I thought I was going to need it more than I actually do. But I'm a certified personal trainer. He's the only guy who ever asks me about it, which is cool. I like connecting with him on that. But then I say, hey, guy, how you doing? And he says excellent every time, which is great. I hope he actually is doing excellent. He's a positive guy on the surface, and I hope he genuinely is. But will I ever ask him if he genuinely is? Absolutely not, because that's weird. Because if someone came up to me and said, how you doing? And I said, good, and then they combated back and said, no, but how you really doing? I'd say, get out of my face, okay? Because that's weird. I already told you good. And I clearly don't know you well enough to say anything else. So, yeah. Personal training, going through that course is weird. I was going to go into a bit about that, but that's not going to relate to any people. It's going to relate to, one person out of the 200 or 300 that watch this? Maybe. It's going to relate to one person? Why would I even go dive into that? I was real scared when I got it that I was going to only be training old people. I'm not training anyone right now, but if I do happen to need a job at a gym, I can go and train some people, and I really genuinely hope I don't need to train old people because I feel like I'll break them. I feel like I'll be like, hey, let's max out on bench today, and then their sternum is going to collapse. That's a genuine fear of mine. And I can't just go to the gym and be like, hey, can I only train young people? Because they're going to be like, no, get out of here. You have no experience. So I'm going to have to train some old people in order to train some young people, which is strange. And I hope their sternum doesn't collapse. I hope I say, hey, Roger, which, hey, also, no one's name is Roger anymore. That's an old person name. That's how you know it's an old person name. Okay? I go, hey, Roger, let's bench, or not let's bench. Justin, that's not what you meant. That's not what you meant. You could have went along with bench, but you didn't do that. So now you double messed up because you could have said just, hey, let's bench and continued, and no one would have known. And they say the show must go on, but what if you explain the parts in the show where it's possible that it didn't go on after that? What if you explain that? What if that's the show? What if you're doing the show and halfway through the show you mess up, but then you make your mess up, you explaining the mess up, a part of the show? What if you did that? Then the show is going to continue to go on. Okay? So I say, hey, Roger, what if we max out on squat today? And he says, okay. And then his ass rips apart. What if the muscles in his ass rip apart? That's a possibility. That's what goes. What would I even do? They taught me to do CPR in the personal training course. They didn't teach me about someone's ass ripping apart. They didn't teach me about the individual cheeks and the muscle structure ripping apart from an old guy doing squats. They didn't teach me about that. And I feel like that's more useful than knowing CPR because guess what? In the CPR thing, this is what they said. They said, turn the CPR thing on, and then it's going to tell you instructions. Okay, why did we even need a whole course on that? You're telling me I needed to not go get, Justin. How about drink some water after this bit's done? You're telling me I needed to get certified in both training, personal training, and also CPR. But the CPR class, the course, pretty much just said, turn the CPR thing on, the thing that you together and say clear, turn it on, and then instructions will play. But then you proceeded to tell me what the instructions were. I guess that's great for heads up, but why did I need 2 separate certifications for that? I don't think I did. Maybe I did. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Not me. Dude, today I coughed and I tasted blood and I got so scared. I coughed and I tasted blood and I made a joke about it to my friend Michael, who I was driving with, but I was terrified at the same time. I was making a joke about it and he didn't think I was terrified, but in my head, I was absolutely terrified. And I've been trying not to cough all day because of it. No, I don't have COVID. I just have bad allergies right now because I wake up every morning and my nose is bleeding. It's crusted dry. I'm sorry if this is disgusting, but I wake up every morning and I'm sneezing so bad every morning and my nose on the inside, I swear to God, I have dried boogers right now on the inside of my nose. And it's not even really boogers. It's like little scabs because my nose is so dry. And if I don't drink a gallon of water every single day, that's how I wake up. Dry, bloodied nose. So I coughed, right? Because of my allergies. And I tasted blood. And I said, uh-oh. That needs to stay on the inside. Hey, blood. Get back down there. When you cough up blood, where does it even come from? Is there a cut on the inside of you? Or is it way from down deep? Okay. Wow. Okay. Technology. How about die? How about all technology ever? How about die? How about kill it? How about that? So I can just go back to doing stand-up. How about that? How about kill all the technology? How about we do that? Because my computer just glitched and it just stopped recording at 8.5 minutes. So how about die? How about when I buy a computer that's $2,000 and a microphone that's $100 and a software to record a podcast that's another $100? How about all of them work? How about that? How about when you buy a thing, how about make it work properly? Or don't put out the thing every year, Apple. How about you should make sure it works for a year and not put it out once a year? Does that make sense? Does that make sense, Tim Cook Apple? Because you're really pissing me off right now, okay? And I'm sorry to curse on the podcast and say piss. And I'm sorry I did that. But fucking shit, am I pissed? Just kidding. It's going to take me a while to edit it, but that's why we record on Saturdays. Fucking shit. Sorry. My Red Bull fell, and I'm on edge. What was I talking about? I coughed blood, right? So I coughed blood, and I was terrified. I was very scared. And so then I started running through the lists in my head, and the options in my head, and I said, oh, do I have COVID? And I said, no, I don't have COVID. There's nowhere I would have gotten COVID, right? So I said, oh, do I have COVID? Because that was a hard cough. It wasn't even it wasn't a dry cough. It was a wet ass fuck cough. So I was like, that's probably not COVID because it was not good. Whenever I talk about coughing, then I have to cough. Even if I haven't been coughing all day. That's just what happens. So I said, hey, do I have COVID? I said, no, I don't think so. I wouldn't have gotten COVID anywhere. I said, I think it's my allergies. But then I said in my head, hey, you don't cough up blood when you have allergies. I said, yeah, but you have nosebleeds really bad. And I said, oh, okay. So it made me less nervous. Did I have a little bit of a headache today? Yeah. Maybe that's from eating all that blood. Oh, maybe it was from all that blood you ate that you coughed up. Remember that, Justin? Remember when you ate all that blood today? Dude, I had a hotel breakfast today, and why does every single hotel, doesn't matter if it's fancy, doesn't matter if it's not fancy, every single hotel has the same scrambled eggs. Every single one. And I don't know the names of all the egg cooks there are, like the way to cook eggs. I don't know, like sunny side up, over easy, over hard. I don't know all of them. All I know is that scrambled is definitely scrambled, and that an omelet is definitely an omelet. But I like it for the yolk to be runny and the white to be on both sides. So I like you to crack. I like it when the egg is cracked and then it cooks, and then you flip the entire egg over, and you flip half the egg over, so there's white on top and white on the bottom, and then there's still runny yolk on the inside. Now, am I going to take the time to look up what that is? And then remember it for whenever I'm at a restaurant ordering eggs. Very, very, very seldomly am I at a breakfast restaurant. Because I don't even really like breakfast. That's actually my least favorite meal of the day is breakfast. But I eat it because it's important for working out. And guess what, Justin? Guess what? Everyone listening this, everyone knows. You might be wearing a hoodie. Yeah. You might be wearing a hoodie, Justin. But the video podcasters, they can see from your jawline that you probably don't have a large fat percentage. I'm sorry. That sounded real douche. But also the people listening know I have this juicy-ass Adam's apple, so I must work out, right? So you have to eat breakfast in order to work out properly, in order to build muscle, okay? So that's what I do. And that's what everyone knows. So am I going to look up what kind of egg chef Anod? No, that's a way of cutting something, right? I don't know. Am I going to look up what kind of egg cook, I don't even know, that is? Is that sunny side up? Is that over easy? Is that over hard? I have no idea. And guess what? I'll always have no idea. So I'm going to complain about the scrambled eggs at every hotel. It doesn't matter if it's a Best Western. It doesn't matter if it's a Holiday Inn. It doesn't matter if it's the nicest of nice hotel. They all have the same scrambled eggs all of the time, and it's always not good. They're always way more yellow than when I make them at home. Hey, what kind of eggs are you buying? Quail? I don't think so. Hey, guess what? I'm not happy right now. I'm like so mad I'm going to throw up. Yep. So mad I'm going to throw up. Is this even recording? Yeah, it better be now. Now I'm using GarageBand. Okay, so let me run down what just happened. So, guess what? It cut out again. And so then I started recording on it again. And then it cut out again after 20 seconds. So I hate that recording software, and I'll never use it again. I'm going to ask for my money back, and now I'm going to use GarageBand to record. What? Is this 2008? Am I Avril Lavigne right now trying to make a hit song? What? Do you guys even know who Avril Lavigne is? If you're my age, you probably don't unless you have older siblings, because that's the only way I know, okay? She's an old woman now, and she used to be a hit pop star, okay? So steaming mad. If this was a cartoon, I would have the train horn, not train porn, train horn. I'm so mad right now. If this was a cartoon, I would have the train horn go like, ooh, and I'd have steam coming out my ears and my schnoz right now. That's what would be going down if this was a cartoon, but it's not. And so I have to express my anger through words. Isn't that boring as shit? Yeah, it is. You're right. Listener who just asked, is that boring as shit that I have to express my anger through words? Guess what? You're right. I don't even remember what I was talking about, man, but I was on a frickin' roll. And that's right, I said frickin' because I'm trying not to curse so much, and guess what? It's working. I put it in my mindset that I'm not trying to curse so much, and it's working, okay? So it's working. Oh, man. We're mad now. This is going to be the rest of it, angry. The rest of the entire podcast, angry. How long have I already done? 8 minutes plus 4 minutes is what? 12 minutes plus... Okay, I've done like 13 minutes, and I don't even know. I don't even know. All right, let's go into what we planned on talking about, okay? Because we lost our heat. We lost our heat from what we were talking about, okay? This is what I wrote down. Lactose intolerant Chipotle. That's right, I'm lactose intolerant. Does it annoy the shit out of me? It does now, because guess what? A year ago, I was not lactose intolerant, okay? I somehow developed an intolerance to lactose. How do you do that? I thought you were born with it. How do you develop an intolerance? I mean, that's probably why couples break up, right? They develop an intolerance for the other person. Boom! Zinger, okay? Just zinged. That was a quick zing for you. I developed lactose intolerance. Do you know how annoying that is? It's so annoying because it's like if I was to become blind right now, I'd be like, wow, remember when I could see shit? That was dope. But if I was blind from when I was born, I wouldn't know any better. So I'd go, wow, the world sounds amazing. People would say, well, don't you want to see? And I'd say, hey, I've never seen before, so I don't really know. Like when people go, oh my God, this movie changed my life. You got to watch this movie. Well, guess what? My life won't be changed if I don't watch it. Okay? So I developed this lactose intolerance, and I can't drink my normal protein shakes anymore. I have to drink them right before I go to bed, which, guess what, is the worst thing to do for your digestive tract. Yeah, that's right. I talked about that with my personal training shit. That's what I was talking about. I think. I don't really remember. But anyway, you're not supposed to eat anything 2 hours before you go to sleep because it might mess with your digestive tract, and that's why sometimes you wake up in the morning and your stomach burns and you have heartburn, stuff like that. But lactose makes my stomach hurt. I'm gonna throw up. That's how mad I am right now. Lactose, it makes my stomach really hurt now, and that makes me tired because my body just goes into shutdown mode. My body goes, oh, you had milk? Let's go to sleep. My body says, oh, you had some cheese? Let's go to bed at 2 p.m. because you had a grilled cheese for lunch. How about we do that? Which is stupid. Hey, a year ago, could I eat 7 grilled cheeses for lunch? Absolutely. Now can I? Not without taking a nap. Not without not being productive for the rest of the day. So I can't drink my protein shakes unless it's right before bed because then it helps me fall asleep. Which, whatever. That's fine. So I do that and then I wake up and my stomach burns. Because protein itself, I get whey protein, and that's dairy. And dude, yeah, I've tried the vegan protein. I've tried the Ghost vegan protein. And Ghost, let me tell you something. Ghost, if you're watching this, which is this is like I'm talking to Apple right now. Ghost, I love your products. If you ever want to sponsor me, way down the road, and you dig up this video, just know I love your products. But your vegan protein, it tastes like a dog shit. Okay? I had the peanut butter cereal milk about a year ago, and guess what? It tastes like a dog shit. It tastes like a dog shit in the tin, okay? It doesn't taste like peanut butter cereal milk. Actually, it tastes like the opposite. It tastes like a dog shit. I'm so annoyed that this thing cut out. I'm literally not even, I'm thinking about editing this thing for 7 hours because it's a podcast. It shouldn't take long to edit because you click record on the phone. You click record. Did I even click? Yeah. Yeah, that's right. I click record on the phone. Yeah, son. One man show. I don't need a cameraman. I don't have a cameraman. I don't need someone behind this thing. I don't need a Jamie. You know, Joe Rogan's got a Jamie. Hey, Jamie, pull that video up. I'll pull the video up. I'll take it from here. Me, myself, and I. Is that by choice? Absolutely not. Would I rather have someone to deal with all this and pay them like $20? For sure. Am I high enough to do that yet? Am I high enough on the totem pole of comedians? Absolutely not. Would I be the guy right now to click record? Yeah, I would. And guess what? I'm going to be. But I can't disclose that information yet. For who? Anyway, lactose intolerance. Ghost, I love your products. But the vegan protein, it needs some work. Either that or I'm just not a vegan protein fan. Because your Nutter Butter protein, it tastes like... It tastes like... It's great. It tastes like a Nutter Butter. It tastes exactly like what I bought it for. Which is pretty rare when it comes to proteins. So anyway, I wrote down Chipotle, right? Because I went to Chipotle today, and I love Chipotle, but who doesn't love Chipotle? So I went to Chipotle, and I get cheese and sour cream on my bowl, right? So I got the cheese and the sour cream, and I forgot that I had it. So then I'm laying on my bed, and I go, wow, why am I tired? And it's only 7 p.m. And I go, oh, because you had a little bit of cheese and a little bit of sour cream. So you have to take 2 Lactaids right now and maybe close your eyes for 5 minutes. Disgusting, man. That's disgusting that I need to do that. How old am I? 100? You'd think so. Because I eat a little bit of cheese and some sour cream, and then I go, ow, my tummy hurts. Let me close my eyes for 5 minutes. 100 years old. That's me. I'm 100 years old. Hey, man, maybe I should personal train myself. And then I'll have some old person experience. How about that? How about I do that? And then maybe I can train some young people. And they'll go, wait. You trained old people? Who? And I'll say, myself. First of all, look at this body I created. Temple, right? And they say, yeah, but you're not old. And I say, hey, hold up a minute. Get me a bowl of Chipotle and see what happens. And they say, well, what do you like on it? I say, I don't really care. I just want cheese and sour cream on it because you're going to see what happens. And they'll go, really? We're going to see what happens? You're going to prove to us that you're old by getting a bowl of Chipotle and it's going to have cheese and sour cream. And they go, and I go, yeah, absolutely. And they go, what? And I go, just give me the fucking bowl. And they go, okay. So I get the bowl, right? I go to Chipotle. I come back to the interview place at the gym that this is happening. I get the bowl. I start eating it in front of them. I eat the entire thing, right? And they go, okay, what now? And I say, I need to nap for 5 minutes, and also I need to get some Lactaid. And I pull out my wallet, because guess what? I keep an entire 4-pack of Lactaid in there, like I'm 100. And they go, oh my God, this man is old. And I say, can I fall asleep on your couch for 5 minutes, or do I need to go to my car? And they say, no, you can sleep on the couch. We actually have to go now and look at and scan the floor to see the people working out. And I say, okay. I'm going to fall asleep for 5 minutes and take 2 of these Lactaid. And they say, you're hired to train old people and young people. And I say, thank you, but I'd prefer to train some young people because age-wise, I am young, but I know how this looks with the cheese and the sour cream. And they go, okay, cool. we'll get you a W-9 and we need a resume from you. And I said, wow, I didn't even give you a resume yet? And they said, no, you just proved to us that you trained old people through the sour cream and the cheese. And I said, okay, I'm going to fall asleep now in your office. And they go, okay. Why do you listen to this? At the beginning, I said this is the podcast that's going to get me canceled. How? How? It's bad when I run out of those lactates in my wallet, bro. I just get sluggish, tired. Feels like someone's stabbing the bottom of my stomach. Ow! That's what it feels like. That's what it feels like. I'll be walking around with my family, and I'll go, hey, you got a lactate on you? And they go, no, are you 100? And I go, no, I just need a lactate. We had pizza. It sucks. It sucks. People are saying just tolerate it, like they're making that joke. First of all, don't make that joke. Just tolerate it. That was funny the first time in 2007. Not funny anymore. Whatever. I have so much more that I could do on lactose intolerance, but I won't do it. I'll spare you. All right, what else did I write down? Cardi, Playboy Cardi. Listen. I'm going to explain to the people who don't know Playboy Cardi or don't know what's going on with him right now or any of that. I'm going to explain to you. Playboy Cardi, pretty famous rapper. I'm sure you know him if I played you a song. If you're coming from TikTok, you remember that song that went, someone call my bestie. It was the Bestie song. That's a Playboy Cardi song. Location by Playboy Cardi, I'm sure you've heard it. Magnolia by Playboy Cardi, I'm sure you've heard it, okay? Just know that he's a rapper, and he just dropped his very anticipated album that he's been teasing for 2 years, and everyone was very excited. I included, right? So he dropped this album, and on Christmas Day, he dropped it, and I listened to it, and I went, wow, it's 24 songs long. First of all, too many songs. Am I going to complain about too many songs on an album? Not really. I'd prefer if it wasn't that long. I'd prefer if you took your time to perfect like 12 songs. But 24, whatever. I'll take it. I'm not even looking for you for lyrical content, so who cares how long it is? So I'm listening to it, and I'm on live on TikTok, and I'm listening to it, and the first 6 songs, I go, wow. I go, this is experimental. It's gonna be hard for me to get used to, but it's not inherently terrible. And all these people in my comments are like, this is some trash. This is trash. This is so bad. This is the worst album I've ever heard. I go, hold on. That's what y'all said about his last album 2 years ago. You said, this is so weird and experimental, and I hate it, and it doesn't sound like him on the first album. And I say to that, you're stupid. If you make that brash of an assumption on an album from the first listen, calm yourself, okay? Not even that brash of an assumption on the first listen. That brash of an assumption on the first listen because you don't get it. Because you're like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Get it away. There's a difference between trash and being experimental, okay? This might end up being experimental trash, but it might not. And people were 20 minutes after the album came out. The album is an hour and 3 minutes long. 20 minutes, I had people going, yeah, I clicked on 10 seconds of every song and I listened to it. Absolute trash. It's so fucking bad. What are you talking about? Yeah, guys, this new show that just came on Netflix, the entire season just came out. I looked at 5 minutes of every episode. It's trash. Don't even watch it. Idiot. I had like 20 people telling me that. Stupid idiot. That's what I want to call you. Ridiculous. Man, Red Bull is sugar-free. What is in it? Diesel? Probably. I'm looking at the ingredients right now. I can't read any of them besides carbonated water because those are all like things on the periodic table. Vitamin B6. What is vitamin B6? That could literally be just something that kills me, and I'll go, okay, and I'll just drink it. Oh, God. That was so... This is... I just keep thinking about how annoying this is going to be to edit. It's going to be so annoying. I had someone talking about Playboi Carti. I had a friend who went, the album was trash. He cheated on Iggy Azalea, and it was trash, and wasn't there when their kid was born. Okay, what does that have to do with the album? You might not like the guy, but just listen to the music. Okay, guess what? I figured out the problem. It wasn't the software. This dumbass microphone keeps unplugging because the adapter or whatever is. Dude, these Mac computers, I'm gonna die. Why did they take the USBs out? Because we'd buy their adapters? Mac doesn't even make a good adapter. I buy the ones off Amazon. So why do I need to buy an additional adapter? Just put the USB back in, man. God dang it. I'm sorry if this comes out, the editing to be a little shit shot. I'm sorry if that happens. That's just what might need to happen. I'm sorry if I'm legit. I'm sorry if that happens. But this has been an emotional roller coaster of a podcast, which I don't think anyone has ever said before. But yeah, Carti, separating the music from the person. I can do that really easily, especially when it's music. I do it with comedy as well because I just like to break down the comedy itself. I don't, judge the person based off of their comedy. Neither with the music, because if you actually listen to rappers' music and you actually listen to half the people's music that's out right now, you'd be like, oh my God, they're the shittiest person. You know what I mean? Is this microphone working? Hello? Okay, this microphone's working. You'd be like, oh my God, they're shit people, right? Oh my God, this episode is off the rails. Okay, another thing I wrote down. Hot chicks. Why does every hot chick think they can sing? When I was in high school, all the hot chicks literally thought they could sing. Even if it wasn't like professionally. Why does every hot chick think they can sing? Madison Beer. Haven't even listened to one of your songs, but you're just a hot chick. Why do you all of a sudden think you can sing? What is that about? And also, if you're doing that, like Dixie D'Amelio, listen, girl, good for you going after your music career. Awesome. Swag. Piggybacking off of your fame. But if you want to be looked at as a genuine artist, in my opinion, please have a little bit of an inkling of that before you get famous. And I know you can't predict that you're going to get famous, but when you start to blow up, you can be like, okay, let's just put a little inkling of that in. Either do that, this is my advice, either do that, or try and make it really, really, really good and not basic. And I know you're obviously, people are trying to not make it basic and whatever, like Dixie's music and stuff. Listen, man, you got to go balls to the wall if you're going to do that, because she's making some basic ass music, man. And I don't know if she thinks it's basic. I feel like she should think it's basic, but I don't know. No hate on Dixie, man. She's like a cool person. I've interacted with her on TikTok. She's definitely a cool person, but her perception is that she got famous and then she was all, because she's a hot chick, and all of a sudden she was like, okay, I can sing now. And I don't like that. I don't like that type of perception, because it's just, come on. It takes away from the people who actually can sing and want to sing and whatever. Yeah, man, every hot girl in high school thought they could sing, bro. Just shut up. Just be hot. How about that? And if you can actually sing, don't try and be like, you remember that video of Madison Beer when she was like, I was going to be in the music video. Yeah, but I was in Miami and Ari was in New York and I was going to be in it. Yeah, it was crazy. It was just nuts. My best friend Ariana Grande? Yeah. Yeah, I was going to be in that. Why? How unself-aware can you be? Yeah, trying to fucking flex, man. Don't try and flex like that just come on. Be humble about it. Just be like, yeah, like she asked me to be in the video. Isn't that cool? Like, do that. Not, I was gonna be in that video. I swear. Dude, there's gonna be shit like that where I'm gonna do that. And I'll be like, yeah. And then some little kid, when I'm 30, is gonna make a podcast and cringe on me and go, hey man, how about just be humble about it? And I'm gonna go, shit, you're right. The difference is I'm gonna watch that and Madison Beer is never gonna watch this. I want to stumble into these people. Like in LA, I want to stumble into Madison Beer and Dixie. And what would I do? First of all, with Dixie, I'd be like, hey, I'm the guy that roasts all your friends. What is up? Thanks for being so cool about it. And I don't know if she'd be mad or not mad about it. Who cares? Whatever. But like someone like Madison Beer, what would I do? I feel like I'd want to do something funny and just be like, I don't know. I don't even know. I can't even say what I don't even know. Just like go up and throw up in front of her. I want to do something where it's like I did something weird and then like she was in an interview and someone was like, what was a weird experience you had outside of Saddle Ranch? And she was like, one time this guy came up to me and he acted like he was gonna like acted like he wanted my number and then he threw up on my shoes and then he ran away. And I want to be the guy. I want to be like, hey, I want to make a video about that and be like, hey, I was the guy who was going to ask for a number, but then I threw up on your shoes. Isn't that funny? I did that on purpose, actually. That was an embarrassing encounter for you, but in my eyes, that was funny. So thank you, Madison Beer. Yep. That's some type of shit I want to do. You know what else is weird? This is some advice for anyone who's going to LA. Don't ask for pictures from people if they're inside of a restaurant. Ask for them outside. And if you miss the chance to get the picture, oh well, you missed the chance. Okay? I know everyone always says it, but they are normal people. Like when you see them in the flesh, you're just like, oh my God, that's so weird. They're normal and they're right in front of me. Of course, you can work up the courage to ask a picture. Most people, if they're not douchebags, they'll be nice. Especially if they're not eating. Don't go up to them while they're eating, okay? Don't do that. Just be like a normal person. Okay? Okay. I'm cutting this one short. This shit keeps cutting out. I'm so sorry. I don't even know if this is short because I have to mash all these together. It might be short. It might be even long. Who knows? Anyway, love you guys. PSA coming out every Monday. Thinking with Both Heads podcast with me and Michael Campion comes out every Wednesday. YouTube videos every weekend. TikTok, Instagram. Go run it up. Love you guys. Lots of fun stuff coming soon. Interviews with TikTokers. Stay Goofy. Slurms McKinsey. JDAC. All these people. Balin Levine's going to be on the podcast very soon. Frick yeah, man. Awesome. Love it. Love you guys. I'm going to get this shit fixed, so next week's episode might be better. I hope it'll be better. Love you guys. I'm out.